I say this time after time after time. I do not like musicals. However, I cannot believe I'm about to say this. I really, really enjoyed this series. And I can't wait to get into the review. So let's step over to that right now. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. Today we're going to be reviewing the series Schmigadoon, which is going to be releasing on Apple TV Plus July 16. Now this series is 6 episodes, about 30 minutes each. I think episodes are going to be releasing the week after week, the following week after the 16th. And like I said, it's a musical comedy, and like, I don't like musicals, but I really enjoyed this. This one really made a good play to change my mind on that notion, because I really just enjoyed it. And the fact that I think what really drew me to it, besides the cast, executive producer Lorne Michaels, then it stars Cecily and Keegan-Michael Key. I mean, they're no strangers with working with each other, so I knew there was going to be chemistry there, and I think they're both absolutely funny. And the fact that this was like a parody towards musicals, I was like, all right, I'll check it out. And then I've been pretty high on Apple TV content. I feel like they've been putting out good series after series, so there was a lot of convincing factor to really like muster it up and just say, you know what, I'll check it out. And in fact, I really did enjoy this. But in case you don't know what's going on in this series, really quickly, the synopsis of this series is basically, or the premise of the series, because I'm just going to sum it up for you, is that this is a parody of 1940s musicals. So you have a couple, Melissa and Josh, who are, and things were going pretty well, but they needed a little bit of help. I mean, like, we see glimpses of when their relationship was going really strong. And then we seen where things got a little bit bumpy, and they decided that, you know what, we need to try to repair this. So they go on this retreat or whatnot, couples retreat, and they end up walking into this mysterious, very fictional town of Schmigadoon. Like, they crossed over into another realm, and they were like, what in the world is this? And they actually end up walking into a musical. So it's like really funny. And by the way, I really love the set piece, just the color, how vibrant it was. It really matched all of the town folks' personality along with the music. I definitely enjoyed it. For the things I really don't like about musicals, like, this really convinced me to say, okay, that's not that bad. But yeah, so they end up into this fictional town, or this other dimensional town in Schmigadoon, where everybody's so happy and everyone's singing, dancing, and all the townspeople are just so giggity. However, the two of them, because there's some friction there, not only are they like, where the heck are we need to get back, but they're also like, why are these people so happy, and where in the world am I? And in order for them to return home, they actually have to go back into actually finding out real love. So it has a good premise, very interesting, very simple. For the fact that it's a parody and the clichéness that's just sprinkled all around it, I loved it. The very first episode is super impressive. That's what really got me hooked. That's what I say, you know what, I'm in for this, along with some really entertaining dialogue. And again, your two leads, they work together really well. They played off each other really well, and that was another big of the driving factor of the enjoyment of this. And to add, there's a lot of energetic, entertaining, charismatic characters within this town, so I think the viewers are gonna really appreciate that as well, because there's a little bit of something for everybody, and that's always a good thing. And again, for me not liking musicals, I thought it was super entertaining. Like, the performances were solid, the singing and the dancing was really good, and like, as much as I just don't like that stuff, I was just stuck enjoying it, which is so weird. It's so weird. I'm at a point, I'm starting to think that the theme of this series may actually be talking to me. Like, it might be some subliminal messages and some shade going on here, but we'll get to that in a second. But it's funny too, because Josh, who's played by Keegan-Michael Key, I feel like a lot of his reactions to musicals were exactly mine, where they were just like, "Oh boy, here comes a song, here comes a dance." Like you can see the foreshadowing of it coming, and he's totally responded in that manner, which I was just like, you know what, me too. But it was totally funny, and again, I thought the set location that they used for this, I thought really enhanced the entire experience. But like I said, the whole idea was for the two of them to go on a retreat to try to rebuild their connection, and then they stumbled across this magical town, and they can't leave until they found true love. And this is like 4 years after they've been together, 4 years and 3 months to be exactly. So yeah, and along with that, you know, because of the relationship aspect of this, or the romance aspect of this, they have to stick together through thick and thin to survive in this world, because again, they're strangers, they're outsiders, so there is a little bit of getting used to it, and along with other people getting used to them, and that also means they kind of got to buy into everything that's going on in the town, because there's a lot of craziness going on. But at the same time, the theme of this is about self-discovery and being honest about who you really are, despite what others may think. Now, again, to the point that I say this may relate to me, I don't like musicals, but I feel like there's going to be somebody saying, yeah, dude, you totally like musicals, and it's not true, but I don't know. It does not, to be honest, I don't know if there's anything else that I really like. Like West Side Story, I wasn't a fan of, and I can name some other ones, but it's just not my thing. And matter of fact, I'll just say this too, so we really can see eye to eye, folks. Like La La Land, didn't like it. I don't care how many awards it won, didn't like it. But the biggest fear and danger of watching a musical is that the songs are super catchy, and that's not good, because if you have a hard time shaking melodies out of your head after the fact, you're going to have a problem with this one, because each and every episode, the main song gets replayed again in the credits, and you end up taking it home with you. And I'm trying to tell you, it is not easy to shake, because they're super catchy, and like like the whole Baby Shark thing, like it's trending on that path of like, oh my God, I cannot believe this is stuck in my head right now. But again, that just shows you how good it really is. But nonetheless, there's a happy ending to this story. It's a super solid first season with a cliffhanger. So, you know, we'll see what happens after this. I will be very intrigued to see if this picks up for a second season. I will be on board for this, because it was just that enjoyable. But nonetheless, this is Schmigadoon, folks. This, again, will be on Apple TV Plus July 16th. Check it out. 6 episodes, 30 minutes each. I enjoyed this. Very strong performances by your lead. The performances by everybody in the town folks, everybody from the song and dance, and the choreography beyond that came together really, really well. This really lacked anything. This is truly if this is your cup of tea, you will love this beyond anything. And if you are like me, who don't like musicals, and you stumble across this, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be like, you know what, that wasn't half bad. I'm going to check out the next episode, and you're gonna end up being hooked and say, you know what, really good, really good. I'm on board for this. So, but yeah, folks, definitely jump in the comments, folks. Let me know your thoughts about this once you check it out. And as always, folks, stay tuned, because we got more reviews coming very soon. Thank you for watching.